Hi, everyone. Excuse this poor video quality, and I look terrible right now. Um, but I wanted to give an update on what's been going on because it's been a very long time. And I guess when you have a cancer like mine, it's hard to go a long time without posting something because people think that something terrible happened to you. And I'm alive, relatively well. This is my cat Nacho. He's here sleeping with me. I'm sorry for the shaky camera and everything, the poor video quality. But I just wanted to give a hopefully quick update on what's been going on. So I guess it was the end of the summer. I had run out of chemo options. And luckily, I was enrolled in a clinical trial at University of Pennsylvania and the city of Philadelphia, and to start an immunotherapy trial. So I got into the immunotherapy trial. I had about 3 treatments, and some bad stuff started to happen. I got I broke out in a shingles type dermatitis all over my body, like from head to bottom of my feet. Bright, big purple, splotchy, painful. Ugh. I mean, I would rather have the flu 3 times than have that again. It was terrible. So they stopped my medication, put me on high doses of prednisone, lots and lots of ointments and creams, lots of oatmeal baths. And luckily, once I started on the high doses of prednisone, it cleared up pretty quickly. Which was nice. But I was having some other issues as well. My liver levels were just climbing every time I got an infusion of this immunotherapy. So they took me off of it. I got kicked out of the trial. There was evidence that it wasn't working super well for me anyway. But luckily, my doctor at Fox Chase started participating in another clinical trial for specifically to treat. It was an immunotherapy trial specifically to treat the type of mutation that my cancer has, the FGFR2 mutation. And I'm not sure if I talked about this at all. Kind of forgetting because it's been so long. But the great thing that I got out of going to Penn, even if the clinical trial didn't work out, was that I got another biopsy. They kind of insisted. They're like, you've had 4 failed biopsies. We haven't, because of your age and the type of cancer and your family history, we have evidence to think that you have a biomarker or your cancer has a mutation in it that may be helpful for us. We want to try and do another biopsy, even though we weren't able to get good tissue for it the previous 4 times at the various hospitals I was at. So I went in at Penn. Dr. Sherry Shang did my biopsy. She was fantastic. But Dr. Sherry Shang did a great job. She did a great job. She found viable tissue, and they found out that I had an FGFR2 gene mutation in my cancer, which for those of you in the cholangiocarcinoma community, that's kind of gold right now. That is the biomarker that they're testing, that they're studying the most right now, that has the most treatment options associated with it. So when I got kicked out of the trial at Penn, I reached out to my doctor at Fox Chase. And I said, my liver levels are super messed up right now. So there's a possibility, I know, that I'm not eligible for the study, but I want to come back. I want to come see you. And he made time for me like that week. He was like, I'll come in early on Wednesday morning. Come in, let's just have a chat. I went in at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday, which is before his normal working hours. He came in early to see me. They did blood work and it was a miracle. My liver levels were just under the limit for the study. Just under. And I qualified. So I am on an immunotherapy trial at Fox Chase, which is like my home treatment center. This is my second month on this immunotherapy trial, and it's a pill. It's actually 3 different pills that I take every day. It's 2 different forms of immunotherapy that target FGFR2 mutations, like the one I have. It's nationwide, actually, and Fox Chase is participating. And I go in every 2 weeks for blood work and some testing. And at the end of this month, I go in for new scans to see how well it's working. So I started on that. I was really excited. A lot less nausea than what I'm used to, than what I had on doing chemo. Even doing the immunotherapy at trial, I had a lot of nausea. So that was great. That was a great improvement. But I am having some skin issues, and I always have skin issues. And you can tell there's Vaseline all over my face right now, which is why I'm not Vaseline, Aquifer. Which is why I'm so like shiny and glossy looking, because I have an incredibly dry mouth. My lips are very dry. All around here is really dry. And I'm still kind of struggling with that old dermatitis, the shingles type dermatitis. It had a little bit of a flare up when I started this immunotherapy. Luckily, I got rid of it pretty quickly. But I have another little outbreak on my arms right now that I'm treating. But I'll take that over the huge head to toe, deep purple, painful, burny, shingles type dermatitis that I had before. I'll take that in a heartbeat. So that's what's been going on with me. And I'm not going to lie, I've had everything was going really well with the immunotherapy trial. And then a couple weeks ago, the side effects started kicking in. And they kind of kicked my butt. And between that and a combination of, I got COVID about a month ago. And because I'm immune compromised, even though I'm vaccinated and boosted, I had some complications with my lungs, which is why you hear me kind of like laboring to breathe and trying to catch my breath. It's because I am. I just started seeing a pulmonologist, thankfully. But they thought I had an extended pneumonitis, which is just an inflammation of your lining of your lungs. And that was causing my shortness of breath. So once again, they put me on a lower dose of steroids, oral steroids. And that did help. It didn't get rid of it completely, but it did help a little bit. And then once the steroids stopped, it got worse again. So I'm seeing a pulmonologist who says that I have he thinks I have some kind of obstructive issue going on, if it's an infection or what, and that's what's causing this. So he gave me, in the meantime, he gave me a prescription for like a generic Advair, and that helps a bit. It helps a lot. But he actually scheduled, I have to go in next week for like a walking test, like where they put you on the treadmill and they monitor your airflow. And I have to go in for a CT scan of my lungs to see exactly what's going on. And I do have some cancer, some metastases in my lungs. at least one, and some remnants of a couple others. So it's always a concern as well for me. So I've been struggling with that, and it's been really frustrating because I've been trying to stay active, and like I can't walk my dog anymore. I mean, I still try to. I walk him down the street, and I just have to stop every block to catch my breath, which is kind of, for me, embarrassing. Because that was like the one thing that I was doing for myself every day, is getting out into the sunshine and walking. I really haven't been able to do that, and it's been kind of hard emotionally, I guess, if that makes sense. Because I'm starting to feel, like with that, because I'm not able to do as much, I feel physically weaker, and it's getting more and more to me mentally. And at the same time, my liver levels are spiking again, which I kind of thought that they were, because there were some subtle signs. My eyes were getting a little bit yellower. My skin started to look a little sallow. My urine was a lot darker. And then I started drinking a lot. At least I thought I was drinking a lot. And I was surprised it wasn't going through me. There was one day I drank a gallon of water. Actually, a gallon of water. It was 4 of these. And these are 32 ounces. Drank 4 of those, and I tracked. I only peed 4 times that day. Which, if you drink a gallon of water, you'd think you'd be like back and forth to the toilet all day. And that was kind of alarming for me. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm starting to build up fluid in my abdomen again, ascites. Which I do have periods of fluid buildup. They come and go. Right now I have a lot of fluid buildup right now. In my legs, my ankles, my midsection. And what else? My liver level started spiking. My bilirubin is pretty high right now, which I never like to see, because the cause of death for most people with cholangiocarcinoma, and I hate to say this, is liver failure. So a high bilirubin is a mark that something like that could be coming down the road. But my doctor is not as concerned about it. So he took some steps to see if we could lower my bilirubin, essentially. I went in on Wednesday for a blood work and to get a refill of my medication for the study. And apparently also my kidney levels were so low that my doctor said I was like this close to being in kidney failure, as well as my liver looking terrible. And he said all my blood numbers were just off. Which is frustrating. And then every time somebody came in the room, at the lab, when I went in to get my blood drawn, when I went to pick up my meds at the clinical research unit, and when I go up to see my doctor, and my doctor's fellow, Dr. Vartanov, he's great, by the way. Everybody kept walking into the room, and they're like, "Hey, oh, you look a lot better than what I thought you would look like." And finally, like, the fellow that's on my care team, I asked him, I was like, yeah, why does everybody keep telling me that? What's the real story? Is my blood work really that bad? Are my chemistries really that bad? And he said, yeah, kind of. He's like, you look like, from your blood panels that came back, I thought you would be in bad shape. But you're here. You told me you wouldn't. You were at work earlier that day. You're walking around on your own. He's like, we're gonna take you down. Basically, they gave me a lot of fluids that day. That improved my kidney levels. It improved a lot of my chemistry and blood work as well, which is nice. But my bilirubin and my liver levels are still pretty bad. So I feel kind of crummy today. I'm in the process of rehydrating my body. So he said, my doctor said it's not enough just to drink water. We have to replace your electrolytes as well. So this weekend I'm spending it drinking Pedialyte, Pedialyte 6, Gatorade, coconut water, in addition to water. And I'm starting to look into if I should get salt tabs or something like that for electrolyte boosts. So on Wednesday I got fluids. I had to go in on Friday and get fluids. And I'm going in Wednesday for more fluids. And we'll see how I look in my blood work and how I feel, if that helps. So I just feel kind of crummy overall. I'm dealing with some skin issues. My lungs are kind of in bad shape. And because I've been dehydrated, I'm getting a lot of these like cramps. And they're pretty severe. I've never had cramps in my hands and feet that have been as long-lasting and painful as these have been. And I know it's from lack of electrolytes, so I'm really trying. I'm trying to improve that in me. And I had a couple bouts of diarrhea, which is great, as right before my appointment on Wednesday. So that didn't help my kidney and dehydration issue. So that's what I'm up to this weekend. And I'm really sorry that I haven't posted sooner than this. Truthfully, I think all of this is a culmination. I'm just very tired. I'm trying to catch up on hydration and sleep this weekend. And I think it's a combination of kind of burning the candle at both ends at work. I've been kind of neglecting my nutrition lately. I was kind of losing weight unintentionally and not bringing it up because as someone that looks like me and is my size, it's kind of, and has struggled with their weight all their lives. Sometimes it's nice to not try to lose weight and be losing weight, even though that's usually a symptom of bad things that are happening in my body. So I made the decision and I asked my husband to help me stick to this, that I need to focus on getting the nutrition in me that allows me to get more vitamins and minerals that my body actually needs and is obviously craving right now. So I'm so dehydrated and I feel so physically weak. So I'm really going to concentrate on a lot of fruits and vegetables, less carbs. I was doing really well at not eating sugar at all. And just with my birthday was last week, with Valentine's Day also there, the Super Bowl. I just had a few weeks of just, eating junk and eating sugar and eating cake and what have you. So I'm going to get back on the fruits and veggies train. And hopefully that helps with my symptoms overall. And hopefully the pulmonologist has some great news for me so I can improve my lungs and get back outside and walk and get some exercise and feel better, So, yeah, that's what's been happening. Is my cat still here? He is. He's asleep. That's Nacho, my little orange chunker monk. And once again, I'm really sorry for the quality of this video. And once I get my scans back and once I get more of a solid handle on what's actually going on with my treatment, I'll give another update. But I also wanted to remind everybody is I mean, I make these mistakes and I talk about them so that other people don't do what I did. So please take care of yourself. Please, please, please. Please eat well so that you can feel well. Don't eat well so you can lose weight. Eat well so your body can get enough, the nutrients that it needs so that it can function properly and make you feel better. Because I seriously believe that food is medicine. And I need to take my own advice and follow that for myself. Because don't we all feel better when we incorporate more fruits and vegetables into our diets? I think we do, generally. Unless you have an allergy, then talk to your doctor. Don't listen to me. Don't push yourself at work. And I've come to that realization lately where I've put so much effort into something and I feel like I'm working my butt off, and I put so much work into it and put out something that I'm so proud of, just for people to be, and I feel like went above and beyond. I thought, went out of my comfort zone, learned a lot, had to do a lot of research, and then I presented to everybody. You just get email replies back, be like, oh, thanks, I'll look at this when I get a chance. And a week goes by and nobody says anything, basically. And that was kind of the realization that, like, don't be the A+ student at work. It's not worth it. When it comes to exhausting yourself and putting your body and mind at risk, listen to you. Listen to your body. Don't push yourself too hard. Get enough sleep. If you need to hit the snooze button because you had a crappy night and just couldn't sleep, then hit the snooze button. Do it. Work from home when you can. Do a good job at work, but don't break your neck. Don't go above and beyond when you can't. When you're physically exhausted, mentally exhausted, about to break, don't do it. Take care of yourself. And if you need to take a day off, actually take a day off. Don't do a working day off and open your email and take calls and answer questions. Take the day off if you need to take the day off. Sleep in. Hydrate yourself. Make sure your electrolytes are good, in balance, right? Don't be me. So, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. A little crummy though. So, I want to talk more about some STDs, because somebody asked for that. That video's coming. Sorry, that was my dog. He's putting himself to bed for the night. I want to do a video about STDs, and I want to do a video on some of the products that have helped me with my skin lately. Because there's a lot of them. There are so many of them. So many that I went to, like trial and error. There's a lot of trial and error that goes into dealing with skin issues. So I'll go over some stuff that I recommend. Otherwise, thank you for watching. And I'm sorry for the poor video quality. Thanks for hanging in with me. For those of you that were sending me messages and everything, I'm sorry I haven't responded. But I've seen many of them, hopefully all of them. And thank you so much for your concern and your kind words. And I'm here. I'm back. I'm going to prioritize me more. I'm going to prioritize this more because this is important to me. And getting some information out there that is hopefully helpful for people is going to be my priority coming up. So you will see more from me. I know I said that before, but really hold me to that this time, okay? And I hope everybody's doing well. I really do. And thank you again for the kind thoughts and words and prayers, you guys. This gets hard sometimes. Living with cancer is weird. It was really weird to go see my doctor on Wednesday, being told I was this close to being in kidney failure, feeling like crap, and then having to go into work on Thursday and being there doing spreadsheets or whatever. I'm like, this is just so weird. Living with cancer is weird. And you guys kind of help give me a lot of support when I need it. Because it's been a rough few weeks for me, I'm not gonna lie. And I'll talk about that more. I'll make another video. But this has already been too long. Have a good night, everybody. Go do something nice for yourself. Take care of yourself. And I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.